Welcome back to another show and tell video. Today we're going to take a quick look at several examples of the Gerber Paraframe pocket knife. This is a frame lock style. They also come with attached clip that can be used to hang the knife from whatever it can fit under the clip, whether it be a string, rope, belt, a loop, molly strap, whatever. So basically these are folding knives, manual. Just taking a quick look at this one right off. You can see again it's a skeleton framed knife. So it opens up, it locks into place. This is your frame lock, which if you push this way will give a free path for the blade to lock back into closed position. This is the clip as previously mentioned. The knife itself is a kind of a sandwich of handle and blade, and it's all held together with these torque screws, and so is the clip attached that way. This would appear to be the main access for the knife itself, the blade, and it does have two thumb assist knobs to assist with opening, and there is not a finger groove. This one example has a partially serrated blade, single edge. You can see how the point has been also shaped this way, so it's not truly a drop point, but it's pretty close to it. If we leave that one open for now, this one is very similar as well. You hear that. The screws are actually coming loose on this one, so these do need to be tightened. Perhaps some sort of Loctite or rock set might also be helpful as well if you're using this knife design a lot, because eventually something's going to work its way loose, and you want to get ahead of that to prevent losing parts of your knife. So this one also has the same design of partially serrated blade, and you can see it has a Gerber text as opposed to their old traditional logo. So at some point in time, if we look at an older example, similar blade with the partially serrated, but you can see this has the old Excalibur through the mountain logo with Gerber and text underneath. So that definitely is different than the more modern version, which just says Gerber in larger letters. Let's see. This one shows some wear on the surface of the blade, so just so you know that even though these are a form of stainless, they are not impervious to wear and tear, but they don't rust. So even with that amount of scuffing, etc., at multiple points on the blade and handle, that is pretty rust resistant. So that's a third example right there. This one's slightly different. As you can see, this one has more of a gunmetal finish, including the clip, but not some of the attachment screws. These torque screws along the length of the handle are also shaded gunmetal, but these three here for the clip and the central axis are gloss stainless bright finish. But similar design, serrated blade, partially serrated, and this has the older Excalibur through the mountain logo, although this lettering is highlighted in white as opposed to the dark on gray of the traditional stainless. Similar blade profile, shaping, but again also a gunmetal finish on the majority of the blade surface. So if we keep moving along here, let's go to now smaller examples, the mini paraframes. So similar in design, they can be freely opened. There is no knurled knobs. Instead, this does have the finger groove to assist with opening. And you have frame lock here, depressing this way to allow free path of the blade to close, and it snaps back into place. So this one also has a smaller version of the serrated blade, and this one's older with the traditional Excalibur through mounting logo with the text underneath. This one has the same number of torque screw attachments as the larger version, but just on a smaller scale. Similarly on the back, we also have the same endpoints for the torque screws. There we'll have a little slightly different arrangement for the axis versus the clip attachment on the mini paraframe model. And this one is the only example that I could find on short notice. I am not showing every knife that I have. There's a few that are missing somewhere. I know they haven't left the planet, so that's a good start, but I'd like to narrow down their location if possible. Sooner than later, of course, but unfortunately not soon enough to make this video. But this one is the only example I had handy that has the normal straight edge grind as opposed to a serrated edge, partially serrated edge. So for the length of the grind, you have just basically plain edge there. But again, little mini paraframe, lock back, and this one also has the older Excalibur through the mounted logo with the Gerber text. So, just a quick look at several examples of the Gerber paraframe design of folding pocket knife with the lock back frame. This has been another show and tell video. Feel free to check out other show and tell videos on vintage milsurp tools and expanded topics. We also do unboxing videos as well as a selection of book review, media reviews, and also a series called Curios for the Curious, videos on more artsy type objects. Feel free to check all those out. Feel free to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time.